what a beautiful fish. Wow. Look at the colors on that guy. Good morning and welcome to another episode of Fishing Prof. My name is Ryan. I am joining you from the Northern California coast, where I've decided to head out and explore a new area today, targeting lingcod and rockfish. I've been trying a lot of new spots this month, and so far it's been great. Yesterday I was out without my cameras and had one of the best days of fishing I've ever had. Caught my first king salmon from the kayak while I was jigging for rockfish. So that was pretty cool. Nice, I don't know, 15-pounder or so. And hopefully we can get into similar action today. I'm fishing just a couple miles from where I was yesterday and could have gone back, but I always like exploring somewhere new. So that's what we're doing. So you can see I just came up over this rise, marking a lot of fish right near the top. So dropping back down, although a little tangle here. There we go. And fish on. All right, medium-sized black for this area. Thanks, bud. Fish on. I was busy adjusting my drag, not even paying attention. All right. Fish on, and then I need to fix my depth finder. Looks like we've got an issue with the power connection, so I'm going to focus on that for a bit. Well, it turns out that my depth finder is down for the count today. I'm not sure why. I just took it apart as far as the wiring, rehooked it all. It's not working. So kind of fishing blind today. I was just trolling along and had a bite, so I'm going to cast back and jig through this area and see what we find. Just for fun, I'm going to mix things up a little bit. Put on this pink and white bucktail. Drop it down. I think this one's a 1.5 ounce. Alright, it feels like a real fish. Certainly the biggest thing I've hooked into today. I didn't realize the camera was already running when I hooked it, so apologies for turning it off and right back on. Alright, Lingcod. Ooh, just spit up an octopus. Go. Let's get a measure on them. Whoa, buddy. Alright, we're at 24. So we're good to go. Well, I just got that Lingcod into the cooler, new battery in my head camera. I decided to switch back to my little silver 40-gram jig for a little bit, just mixing things up. I moved in a little closer to shore here, again just trying to explore this area, try new strategies, different places, etc. Hooked something. Feels like a sea cucumber. We'll see. And I'm right. Not the target species. Oh, there we go. Feels like a small fish. Oh, pulling a little more. Still small, just frisky is my guess. There we go. Just released that black rockfish, drop back down. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Pretty perfect way to spend the day. There we go. Whoa! Fish on. What do we got? Oh. I think that's the biggest black that I've caught on this trip. that. No, I wasn't going to, but that's a real good keeper size, so I'm going to keep this guy for more. Well, the fishing continued to be good, but I feel like it's time to mix things up. So here I am launching on another day in Mendocino County at another cove that I found that looked intriguing. So let's get out and explore another area here. I don't want to jinx it, but that could not have gone any smoother. So that's a great start to the day. I've just paddled out from our launch, heading out a little bit further from the launch, but just following this cliff shoreline. Just turned on my depth finder and actually I'm seeing lots of good marks down there, so I don't see any reason to wait. I think I'll just start down with this little 30-gram jig. As soon as I've got good marks again, drop that down and see what we find. Of course, now that I said that, I passed the area where all the marks were, so I trust we'll find more. There we go. We're in about 30 feet here. The sun just crossing the horizon. It's a beautiful morning. Here we go. Fish on. All right, not a bad start to the day. I'm gonna let this guy go. Here we are. All right, just minutes of fishing. Got one in the boat. That's all you can ask for when you start. I'm not seeing a ton of marks, so I'm gonna move again. Just keep working our way out and see what we find. Just came up over a rise with a bunch of marks on the top of it, so dropping down for my second drop. Oh, hit on the drop. Awesome. All right. Let him sit there while I get my pliers ready. There we go. Beautiful fish. Heading back. Down it goes. There I can see him going down on the depth finder. And I'm gonna just reposition again until I get over another set of marks, and then we'll drop down. Fish on. Feels a little better. Oh yeah. It's a nice blue. I will keep that guy for the cooler. Alright. Gonna dispatch of him. Alright, first keeper of the day. I think I'm going to just move back a little bit and then drop down again. You know what? This actually looks all right. Alright, fish on. That feels like it has a little more weight to it. Alright, and not that much bigger, but different species. Nice greenling. Do I want to keep this? Nah, we'll let this guy go. Nice colors though. There we go. What do we have there? Gopher or copper? Well, we're gonna let him go. So, all right, we're getting a mix out here. Oh, we got a sea lion. Hopefully that guy's not going to come and play the tax man today. Although that can definitely dampen the fishing, so we'll see. We might move shortly if he hangs out. Oh, but then we go. We got a fish on. Ooh, that feels like it's got a little bit to it. What do we have? Oh, what a beautiful fish. Wow. Look at the colors on that guy. Magnificent fish. You know what? I'd have to do an ID on him with the phone, but he's just so beautiful. We're gonna let him go no matter what. Look at that. What a fish. That's a highlight. Catch fish of that nature. Good size, good color. How cool. There we go. Looks like a keeper. Yep. Whew. All right. I don't think I'm gonna fish for that much longer, so we'll see if we can't get maybe one or two more to keep. Call it a day, and then I'm actually gonna go probably do some hiking and explore the area throughout the rest of the day. Well, I ended up not catching any more notable fish, so that's going to be a wrap on this episode. I hope you enjoyed. It was certainly a fun and beautiful day to be on the water. If you did enjoy it, please do click like or subscribe so you'll be updated when new videos are posted. I've got more from the California coast and Alaska coming up soon. Until next time, hope you can get out and get after it.